Reinforcers are any consequence that strengthens a behavior. That means it increases the frequency of the behavior. One cannot assume that a particular consequence is a reinforcement until we have evidence that it strengthens behavior from a particular individual. There are two types of reinforcements, primary and secondary. Primary satisfies the basic human needs such as food, water, or security. Secondary is acquires their value by being associated with a primary reinforcer or a well-established secondary. Examples of that is when a young child doesn't realize that money has values until they learn that they can buy things with that money. There are positive and negative reinforcements. Positive reinforcements are pleasurable consequences given to strengthen behavior. Negative consequences are a release from an unpleasant situation given the strengthened behavior. Negative reinforcement is also misinterpreted to mean punishment. Reinforcement strengthens behavior, and punishment is designed to discourage or weaken behavior. The Premack principle is alternating more enjoyable activities with less enjoyable ones and making a participation in fun activities depend on successful completion of less enjoyable ones. Intrinsic and extrinsic reinforcement. Intrinsic reinforcement, behaviors that a person enjoys engaging in on his or her sake without any other reward. For example, drawing or reading or singing or swimming. Extrinsic reinforcement is praise or reward given on to motivate people to engage in a behavior they might not engage in otherwise. Be careful giving children reinforcement for activities they would have done on their own. However, in some cases, not reinforcing causes a negative return. Reinforcement in the classroom. First of all, you need to decide what behaviors you want from the students and reinforce them when they occur. Only provide reinforcement when the work is the best of the students. When learning something new, reinforce each step to encourage them to move forward. Also, tell students what behaviors you want. When they exhibit the desired behaviors, you should reinforce and explain why you reinforce that. Next, you should also reinforce appropriate behaviors as soon as possible because delayed reinforcement is less effective. Grading assignments quickly is one way to do so. Practical reinforcement is anything children like can be an effective reinforcement, but we can't use everything in the classroom. If praise works, use it instead of toys. Ask the students what they would like as a reinforcement to be more effective. There are several different things you could use for reinforcement. One is self-reinforcement. This teaches the student to praise his or herself by being proud of their accomplishments or using a checklist form or by taking a break when they're finished with their task. Next, they could learn to accept praise. Praising with a smile or a gesture also encourages the student to praise their peers. Several students thrive for attention. Giving this attention by a valued adult or peer can be very effective. Be sure and pay attention and show them that you are listening. Another way that you can show this reinforcement is grade recognition. Good marks and other honors are effective. It also allows the families to reinforce as well. Class Dojo allows students to see how their behavior is compared to other students. A call home or sending a note home also allows reinforcements from home as well as the school, and it is very effective. All of that led up to the home-based reinforcement, where families can be effective partners in our reinforcement. Parents and teachers can set up a program where students are rewarded at home for the accomplishments at school. There are several privileges children can get, like free time, access to special equipment, or special roles in the classroom, such as being a teacher's helper. Also, activity reinforcements. After reaching a pre-established standard, students can earn a video, games, or access to other fun activities. There's also tangible reinforcement. Children can be rewarded for their achievement or good behavior by points or play dollars that they can exchange for things like toys, pencils, or other things that the teacher allows in her classroom. Lastly, you can reinforce with food. Make sure these food is healthy snacks so that you can use them and also be effective.